Well, hello, and thank you for tuning in to LP Things, Stuff, and More. Today we're going to work on the magic circle or magic ring and do some of your basic stitches that are at least going to get you started on a project or two. So let's go ahead and get started. And go ahead and use a bigger hook, nothing too small. I would go at least a 6 millimeter, or in between a 6 and 7 should be just fine. So that gives you enough room for working space and you don't have to try to pull through little tiny holes. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some yarn and let's get a nice long tail just for, so we have enough stuff to work with. That's good. I don't know, that's probably about like 8 inches or so. And what we're going to do, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use all my fingers, but usually I just use the first two, which is fine. And you want to just go ahead and wrap around, but we're going to make an X. Super important. Alright. Bring that on in and give it a little tuckaroo under there. Yep. Let's do that again so you can see I was off camera. Sorry about that. There we go. Now we're going to take our hook and insert our hook into the bottom one underneath. We're going to grab this top one. Go ahead and pull and give a little twist. Now we're going to take this top one here. It is a little tricky, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be rocking and rolling. Alright, and now we have our circle. You guys can see that there. And don't worry about, you can untwist this, it's not a big deal. And what we're going to do, usually we would put a stitch here. Chain one. You'll see that in the pattern, it'll say chain one. And I'm a little bit sloppy here because I'm going pretty slow trying to give you guys a good view. So let's do that again. And this should all just unravel. And really what this is a slip knot circle, pretty much. And you'll use this if it says start your magic circle, or 6 SCs, which would be 6 single crochets inside magic circle. Something like that. That's what they're talking about. One more time. Long tail. X marks the spot. Under, grab and twist. And grab this top guy. Sometimes I give a little hold right there too, just to get there. And if you're a little loose, give a little pull. You'll tighten up, no problem. And if your circle's a little big, you pull that in too. Everything's pretty adjustable. Alright, now let's review our slip stitch, just the basic slip stitch. Yeah, and grab and pull. I don't like to do like a knot that's super lazy and you can't undo it. If something happens, you can't, undo your yarn because you have a knot in it. So your slip knot is really super important. And when you're just sitting around, grab a piece of yarn, play around with it. Play around with those magic circles. And believe me, if this video is not getting the job done, please let me know in the comment section of what you can't see, what more information we'd like on, and so forth. So let's go ahead and get started. Now let's leave a little bit of space open, okay? Especially for you beginners, or some of you guys might be having been, crocheters in the past, and it's been a while. You might want to lost some of the basics. No biggie. All right. Let's get our form. Now we're going to just do some change. Let's do a good few, oh, let's say 10 or 15, huh? Yarn over. Now be gentle. Don't try to pull in to try to tighten it. It's going to tighten on itself. And for right now, if you're just starting out, don't worry about being hideous. A lot of your circles are going to be all kinds of sizes, you know, looking like this. These are still stitches. They're just, you know, they need practice. So no big deal. So let's do a few of them. Just enough to get you some working room, okay? And we call this a chain. And the first stitch that we're going to work on is our slip stitch. This is generally a finishing stitch, a color change stitch when you need to add a color. So, and we'll go over that in another video as well. So what we'll do is we're inserting our hook into whatever stitch is required. So just for intents and purposes, so you can see, I'm going to go over into this stitch here. So we just insert our hook, grab some yarn and pull through both, all of them. And that gives you a nice clean starting. Go ahead and chain one. Now we're going to do a single crochet. Insert our hook, grab the yarn. Now we have two on, yeah? And we're going to pull through both together. Insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull through two together. That is a single crochet, and you will see that marked as an SC. Let's go ahead and chain one, so we have a fresh start. Now we're going to do a half double crochet. Now this one is a little bit different. We're going to yarn over first, okay? So yarn over first. Now we insert our hook, and that gives us what, 3. Now we're going to pull through all of them. Yeah, one more time. Oh, running out of real estate. Yarn over, insert our hook, that gives us 3. Pull through all 3. Let's go ahead and chain one, and we're going to move to a double crochet. Same deal, but we're going to pull only through the first 2 this time, and then the last. Yarn over, insert a hook, grab up your yarn, pull through these 2. That leaves us with 2. And we're going to pull through the last 2. That is a double crochet, and you will see that marked as a DC. And let me go back. A half double crochet, you will see as a HDC. So this is a DC, double crochet. Let's do that again. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull up the yarn. We're going to go through the first 2, and then the last 2. First 2, and then the last 2. Okay. Now, we also have a triple crochet. Now this one is a little bit different from the last 2 couple ones we just did. Now we're going to yarn over twice, and that's going to give us the triple, and you'll see what I mean. We'll count it out. So yarn over twice, insert our hook. Now we've got 4 on. Pull through the first 2. Oh, if I can get some yarn. Yeah, there we go. Then the next 2. And then the last. One more time. Yarn over twice. Oh, a little twisted there. Insert our hook into the stitch. Grab up our yarn. Pull through. We're going to pull through the first 2. That gives us 1. Next 2. 2. And then the last 3. Hence the triple. Now if you take a look at this, We're adding an extra stitch to each time we go up from the slip stitch to our single crochet to a couple of the half doubles that we did to a few of the doubles that we did, and then the 2 triples. And it's got your bit of a staircase here working. So that's a good start for today. Any questions and comments, please leave in that section. And thanks for tuning in to LB Things, Stuff and More. Please like and subscribe and share. Have a great day.